been a minute. I wanted to test everything. Make sure everything's running smooth. I can't tell you if I'm on or not. Oh, looks like I'm on. Oh, wow. This is cool. Okay. Oh, it's got that thing in the corner. Oh, that's crazy. Just trying to do something a little bit different. Let's see. So here we got this beat right here. I started with the 808. This right here. 130 BPM. And then I layered a kick on top of it right here. This is the kick by itself. Back with the 808 on top of it. And then, oh, so I did the drums first on this one. Michael Jackson once said that he always liked to start with the drums and then he added on top of that. And usually I start with the melody, so I wanted to do it this way different. So then I added just like your standard, a little hit. And then I added the claps. And then I added some melodies and they weren't really sounding right. So I actually just decided to simplify it. So I just added these chords right here. Real simple. And then I wanted to put like one melody, one consistent like counter melody, one melody in there. So I went with this. And if you notice, the sounds are kind of like in the background. You can't really hear them that well next to the drums, but that's intentional because look at my mixes. Look at the 808 is the highest. It's around -8, -9. Well, and then the kick, that's actually the highest. The kick is around -6 dB. The 808 is around -9. And then I think the next thing is that little. I don't do that next. I don't even do that next. I do the clap. So the clap sits around -12. And then I usually do the hi-hats next. Hi-hats sit around -25 dB. And then that little extra percussion type snare, that's low, also around the -20s. And then here's that chord, that's also around the -20 dBs. And then here's that melody, that's even lower. Plus I added a reverb and a phaser on it. Because look at it this way, when you get an artist on here, the artist is gonna be the main voice. It's gonna be louder than everything else. So if your sounds are competing with the drums, and then you add an artist on top of that, a lot of times when an artist listens to your beat, they're not gonna know really what to do, where to put themselves. And anytime an artist can't really picture and envision where they fit in with your beat, even if it's the dopest, hottest beat that you like, they might go ahead and say next. So from here we're gonna break it down. Oh, so whatever DAW you're using in, if you want to put your whole beat on one pattern and then separate it after, that's cool. That's the way I do it. No matter what DAW you're in. So we're in FL Studio today, and you would just go over to the pattern and go split by channel. Once you split by channel, it's going to, each of these is going to separate. So there's a couple ways to do it. You can do it like this, or you can delete it all and just select this one, and then drag it in. And then once you do that, you can then move it over, move it over, move it over. This is the arrangement part, and then move it over like that. So arranging is key. Arranging every beat is key. So let's see. Let's just write beat tips, beat game. So usually what I'll do is then I'll make an intro first. After this is spread out enough times, I might like back it up a little bit and then do an intro. And I'll usually use a couple of the instrument sounds. I try to stay away from using any percussion. Since it's kind of dry, I might. And then I would also put in like effects, like a splash right there. I don't have all my sounds with me right now, but I can like say drag in one of these and then turn this down a lot. And then I would throw some reverb on it just to drown it some more. Oh, it looks like it wasn't on, so I need to turn it on. And I usually have some transition effects. So I might have even more than that. I'll turn this one way down. Hold Alt and L to put this on its own track, on its own mixer track, and then I'll add a effect or two. Sometimes I just throw effects on there in the beginning, just to get going and to keep moving forward, and then refine it, later on in the later phases, because I have a short attention span sometimes, and that's just what works for me. So something like that. I don't know. We could do more, and then the transition I would usually and then bleed into right there. So sometimes I like to put the hi-hat right into the start of the let's call this the hook part. And then I might put that splash there again, see? It would be louder though. You couldn't really hear that one. And then I'll probably drop out the hats in the main melody. This would be the verse part. And then you might say, hey, it sounds really bare, but that's actually what a lot of artists prefer. And maybe start the hi-hats right here. Every 4 to 8 bars, you want to try and change something drastic, and usually more drastic than this. And then I would even have the transition, like some type of build-up, and then splash. Oh, and then splash to go into the hook. So this is a really sparse beat, but don't sleep on sparse beats. Like sparse as in there's not that much going on. A lot of times artists love that because actually it's a canvas that they can paint on. If your beat got 1,000 billion sounds and pyrotechnics everywhere, and it's dope, and other producers like it, I mean, that's cool, and you like it, that's cool. But remember, you're making music for an artist. So this is just a little quick hit. Hopefully, you learned a couple things, and that's about it. I'm out. Oh, I almost forgot. If you want to grab a crazy, insane bundle that's got crazy sounds and loops and packs and snares and packs on packs on packs, go ahead and click the link. Click. Go ahead and click the link in the description and get that right now because it's crazy. I put all kind of sounds in there, so you're gonna love it. And make sure you join that producer accelerator membership too. All right, holla.